Hi, you guys. Welcome back. This is the Introduction to Anatomy Physiology class. And what I want to do with this short video here today, I want to get you familiarized with Canvas and show you how I set it up this semester. So when you go to Canvas, oops, sorry about that. When you go to Canvas, you're gonna, first you're gonna get your dashboard most likely. I hope you can see that. And on your dashboard, you have a whole bunch of stuff. This is my stuff. And then you go to your courses, and there we go into the Human Anatomy Physiology course. If you go to the home, in there, it talks about what it is, what the course is, and so forth. There you got a link for the Zoom. I always use the same ID for Zoom classes. That way it should be simple once you set it up. You can have a click through the syllabus, and also have some other links as well there. The next item here on the left side, you see all these things. The top ones you're kind of interested in, the rest less and less you need access the further down it goes on the column. But the syllabus is probably pretty important. So in the syllabus, we talk about what it is, what the class it is, what Zoom sessions we have, what the class is made up of, how we grade it, and so forth. So you look at that, we have a whole bunch of components that make the grading up. We have some quizzes, which are self-guided things that I'll talk in a section in a moment. We have discussion assignments, we have integration exercises that we're doing, we have labeling, coloring exercises, we even have pathology project. Don't freak out, it's going to be fun. And then we got a few tests. The tests are 30% of the grade. So, and the rest of this stuff up here is pretty much busy work. So, busy work, you're going to learn something, but it's busy in terms of when you have testing anxiety, you don't have to worry too much about that portion. And then it goes further. And then down here at the bottom part, we have a class schedule. And here on the right side, we see the topic, what I want to cover. And on the left side, we sort of see when would I like for you to have that covered. And so that's what the syllabus looks like. And then what we do is we go straight into modules. And modules is really where you're hanging out. Modules is sort of a chronological way that the course works. Every module is kind of a lesson. It's kind of a lecture thing, a topic thing. So I'm not sure why they call it module, but that's what they do. And so the first module is just orientation to the platform. That's all from the school side. And then I've created the study tips and the study tools. And as we just talked about the booklets, that's basically the same information you'll get into this pamphlet here and the little card that I put on. And then with that, we can close that out. We're going to go to module number 1. And the modules usually have an introduction segment, an initial tab, and that sort of talks about what we're doing today and so forth. It tells you to go through the videos, and it tells you to go through the booklets and look at the booklets. And after you've done that, we're going to go to the next thing. And that next thing is a quiz. And a quiz sounds kind of like scary. It's not really that scary. It's basically questions, review questions that help you integrate the material. And you can take these quizzes over and over again, and the highest score will be counting. So it's kind of busy work to understand what you're doing. So these are sort of the questions that come up. And then most of them are multiple choice. Some are true, false. Some are fill in the blanks. You have some matching. You will figure that out as the course goes on. So you want to have that thing worked up pretty much in the beginning, the videos and then the quizzes. And then after the quizzes, in this first section, in this first a few chapters, we also have some concept discussions. And I have put those together to describe some of the things more in detail, but I also want you to interact with students in that section. And we click here, and it's like this. And look at that, somebody already did that. So this is Monday, and we've just started the class, and somebody already did that. So that's perfect. Concept questions, first few chapters. After that, we drop them. We also have labeling exercises, labeling and coloring, it should say here. And we do those mostly starting after the first test, but we have one right here that we start here. And what I want you to do in this with the labeling and coloring exercises, I basically want you to label terms that I give you on some graphics and some diagrams that you can integrate this, the information that way. label and color, not just label, also color. On every sheet, wherever I can, I put a grading rubric so you understand how I'm doing my grading, and so it's not a mystery. And then also what I do have is I have health kit sort of integration things that I do. And what we have here in the first chapter, we have a lifestyle assessment. So we go through that, and you have that in your material. And we do some exercises around that as well. And I'll outline the due dates with you. I'll talk about it in Zoom. We integrate this material also in Zoom, either Monday or Wednesday, depending on your section. And it should hopefully become fairly self-explanatory after a while. Also, I will put in a few surveys, and the surveys are, I do not see who it is, so they are anonymous. And so you can basically sort of let loose and give me some feedback of how the class is going for you guys. And then, I can adapt it and make it better. The other thing I want to make sure, if any questions come up, that you reach out to me directly. And the ideal way of doing that is through text. That way I get it right on my phone. That's easiest. I can call back or I can text you back right away. You can, of course, also send me an email through Canvas. That's the other next easiest way. And I see that mostly every day, but maybe, jumps a couple of days depending on what's going on. Because the rest of my life, but I will always get back to you as soon as I can and as soon as I see it. So don't hesitate for reaching out. Make sure you interact with this class, especially since we're not in class personally. All right, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you briefly about. If any questions arise, please give me a shout, give me a text, and we can talk about it. And I'll see you in Zoom tonight or another night. Bye.